rise. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Hey, Mrs. Bollinger. Mr. Fisher. Mrs. Laura Fisher.
Here.
Mrs. Holtz.
Here.
Mrs. Kirschner.
Here.
Mrs. Minor. Mr. Sayers.
Here.
Mr. Liller.
Here.
And Mrs. Ferguson. Okay, we have a quorum.
Okay, I'll need a motion to approve the minutes from last meeting.
So moved.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Presentations and reports. Assistant to the superintendent.
All right. Well, good evening, everyone. I just have one important detail. Along with the budget this year, there was some other legal action taken by the state. So there's a couple of changes coming. I'm actually attending a Saxon and Stump presentation here later this week. But just to give you an idea of some of the things that are changing, traditionally we've taken what's called a body mass index for some of our students and basically heights and weights and things. There's some significant changes coming to that moving forward. Some new laws regarding cyber attendance and the requirements, even when we're running a cyber in the district, and students are in that full time, basically making some contact with students. Some changes with bullying, and some of the things outlining that. Recess requirements now, the state is setting some requirements for recess for students at the elementary level. And also they're now paying more attention to tracking the FID days that districts are taking. We could refer to them as remote learning days, but if you were approved for FID days and applied for them, they're now tracking those days and what we're doing on those days across the state. So I'll have more information here after this week, but just to give you an idea, some of those things will be changing within the district. That's all I have this evening.
Thank you. Business manager.
The fiscal year 24 audit is nearing completion. We have made it to the single audit stage. That's a piece that we have to do because of all the ARP-ESSER money that was received in fiscal year 24 from the federal government. So Kevin sent me a bunch of things he wanted to see. I responded to all of them. Then he went on vacation for 2 weeks.
Okay.
So it'll be another week till he comes back and takes a look at it. In the meantime, we're updating and loading items for fiscal year 25. We've tipped past the 40% mark today on fiscal year 25 items. So as soon as SEK wraps up 24, they should be able to move right into 25. We have stuff there for them to look at.
Great. Technology.
All right, I just have one real quick thing. I know we're a little over a week from the start of the school year, but if you know technology, most of our work occurs in the summer when no one's around. And I just have to give some credit to the two members of our team, Corey Burke, who's our IT assistant, help desk technician, and Kevin Bryant, who's our new network systems specialist, for getting us up and running. We're already ready to start the school year. So I think we're 2 weeks ahead of where we typically are coming into the start of the school year. So I just really have to give them just a lot of thanks and gratitude for the hard work that they've put in and preparing for the upcoming year. So we're excited to get started with kids back.
Excellent. And finally, principals.
All right. So update from Mr. McDowell. He shared that he met with Doug Kump numerous times over the summer. He's the president of the Fairfield Lions Club, and the Lions Club has graciously donated money towards the purchase of another AED, which is awesome. It's going to be utilized on the back practice fields behind the elementary school. We do have a lot of people that practice down there, so that's awesome to have that. The parking spaces, that are being painted for our seniors. This is occurring again in the parking spaces along that main drive in the district in the student parking lot. He's worked a lot with Tara Phillips. She's the 2027 class advisor, and they have communicated to all the seniors in regards to parking. Students have been purchasing parking spaces for about the last 3 weeks, and seniors are already submitting their parking space design requests to be approved. Parent Square and Student Square will be the primary communication tool used by the high school office, us too, and I'm sure probably for the middle school as well. We are super excited because field hockey has a coach this year. It's actually Paige Nye. She's one of our new teachers, pending board approval. And she's going to be our field hockey coach, so we're super excited about that. There are 12 high school students stepping up to be on the field hockey team for the 26-27 school year, so that's really awesome. All right. Mr. Hofacker shared that all classrooms are fully prepared and our teaching staff is energized and ready for the new school year. We are also proud to celebrate Ms. Sanders. She earned her AC/PASR new teacher grant. The funding for that is going to be community-focused learning projects for our middle school art students. Middle school schedule was adjusted to ensure that we are maximizing daily learning time and meeting the individual needs of every middle schooler. And finally, they have streamlined their administrative processes by moving all beginning of the year office forms online through Skyward, which was a great success on our end. Parents maybe didn't love it quite as much at first because it's new, but it's been wonderful to see the increased engagement with our families. The digital shift drastically reduces the paperwork for building staff while ensuring our student profiles and safety records are accurate and complete, ready to go day one, so that's awesome. All right, in my building, we are super excited about our beautiful new gym floor. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but you should go take a peek at it. It looks so amazing, especially compared to the carpet that was in there that definitely needed refreshed. So the lines are painted, it looks beautiful in there. And we also got new carpet in Miss Baugh's classroom, which was wonderful. Her carpet was original carpet to the building, and it had been stretched and taped and glued and re-glued past the point of any repairs. So she's very thrilled about that. I wanted to give a big shout out to our amazing custodial team. They have worked so hard this summer, and our building is so clean and gorgeous and ready to welcome back students and staff when they return next week. I also wanted to give a huge shout out to our maintenance crew, Joe, Max, Guy, and John. They have gone above and beyond with projects in our building, not just our building, I know all over the district, and are really doing things the right way. They're not just quick fixing things, they're like really fixing things. So I'm super grateful to them for that. I also wanted to shout out our new elementary master schedule that we have this year. As Mr. Hofacker said, we are working to maximize our instructional day and be more intentional with the planning of our actual instructional blocks so that we are making the best use of all of our educators and they're able to reach the maximum amount of kids to support. So super proud of that. It's been a very busy summer with hiring, but we are fully staffed and we have hired some really amazing people. Very proud of who's coming to work with us in the elementary school. And a big shout out to Mrs. Liller. She is, if you all know, our secretary office lady is what the kids call her at our school. And she just gets so much done and keeps me laughing and keeps things positive. And she's just been fantastic through all of it this summer. So I'm really grateful for her. So those are our elementary updates.
Public comment, we don't have any. So move on to the consent agenda. I'll need a motion to approve letters A through AA. Or does anybody have any questions on that consent agenda? First and foremost.
I hope Pittman Fest doesn't get rained out this year.
So too.
Fingers crossed.
They're gonna tip an aiming
I will make a motion.
Thank you.
I'll second.
A motion and a second, roll call, please.
And
Hold on 1 second. You look confused down there.
Hey, Jack, real quick, looking at Z, the class of 2027 advisor, is that an additional one? Because I thought Sarah Phillips was the advisor. Are we adding somebody?
There should be 2, correct?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we traditionally have 2, maybe we have always been able to hire the second. I'd have to check though for sure.
So is that financial piece accurate then? If it's 2, why wouldn't it be like the class of 2030?
I'd have to check on that, I don't know the answer to that
That
question.
should, because you're getting, I'm just guessing here, you're talking about the graduating class,
Yeah.
which does a lot more than,
Oh, so they get an increased
yeah,
graduate,
that when
okay,
they get to, they're being the graduating class, they'll get.
okay,
Yeah, because now you're graduation, all the
okay.
stuff.
No, that was
they're
fine, I
doing that
just
senior
didn't know
year,
if we
they
already
get.
had 2 or not.
We can double check on that.
Yeah, I
but that's
can
fine.
double check.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Okay, so I have a motion and a second, and roll call.
Mrs. Fisher,
Yes.
Mrs. Holtz,
Yes.
Mrs. Kirschner,
Yes.
Mr. Sayers,
Yes.
and Mr. Lowell.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
Other action items, does anybody have anything for other action items?
I'll have a PSBA update for the next meeting then. I do it February, so.
Okay.
I'll have, I think everyone gets an update from the IU, but our first meeting of the school year is tomorrow, so I might have something for you next week, for next meeting. Is our next meeting in August or September?
The next meeting is in September. We don't have any more meetings.
It's 22nd, right? I thought there was another one in August.
I did too, I thought it was August 22nd.
There's only one meeting in August.
It's on the agenda September 8th.
Yeah.
September 8th is our next.
Is that not Labor Day?
It's a week after.
I think Labor Day is-
Labor Day is
it's early this year, I think.
It's on a
Oh, it's on a
Tuesday.
Tuesday. It's Tuesday, September 8th, because Labor Day's the 7th.
Yes.
Okay, no other action, other discussion?
I have a question for
Yes.
other discussion, just for my peace of mind. Any other summer activities that we had discussed previously that were supposed to get done outstanding or like waiting to be done or still being worked on?
As far as projects,
There were a lot, that's why I'm asking, I just don't wanna.
There's the maintenance shed roof, those folks started, but then the rain came and so but that's in progress. The gym floor's done, the lock rekeying's done.
It looked like on board notes that we were pretty,
yeah, I mean, what we could do is we could go back and check the list, if there isn't something done, we can give you a status check on that, but I don't remember them all off the top of my head, to be honest, but I think, I know Joe's been really making progress on them. We just finished the locks like a week ago, I know that. And we know the gym floor, we were talking about.
The generator, that's
That was a big one.
that's in progress.
Okay. The freezers I know were done, I saw that.
Yeah,
I was looking at the board notes and I was like, oh wow, we did have a lot going on, but I'm like, what? I felt like there were a couple of things that were still, but the generator would have been one that.
yeah, well, the generator's gonna be a months-long project, but we got the agreement signed and I sent them the 50% deposit. So the generator is gonna get going, but like I said, that'll be a months-long process. It's not just a summer project. So I reviewed the list with Joe a couple weeks ago and I said, you pretty much nailed all of it. I know the shed roof is just starting. No Nicole got the phone system going.
If we have our kickoff call for the phone system this week, and all of that work will happen in the background. And our users won't see any change when we make the change. And then our other project for this fiscal year is our network equipment refreshment, but it's pending the approval of our E-rate Category 2 funds, which we still have not yet gotten approval for. So we had to remove some items from that. So that's where we are with that. And that'll be a kind of holiday or nighttime or weekend project when that occurs.
I know, I did have something I wanted to ask. With social media, do we think that it might be a good idea on our school webpage to somewhere put that all of the school's correspondence will be through Parent Square? Because people are naming things very close to something that's affiliated with the school. And I don't want people looking at a Facebook page that says, you know.
Yeah, I think because we've had this conversation here of recent, that some people do use different forms of social media. So I think that's gonna be an ongoing discussion of what are all the means. That is our primary, to go through Parent Square. But I also know some of the schools do also have Facebook pages for this individual school. So I know what you're referring to. So I think we're gonna need to have that discussion probably. How's the most appropriate way to communicate some of that?
Yeah, I just don't want people to think that it's coming from the school when it's a completely doesn't have anything to do with the school. That's my only concern with this. Because they can name any page they want, anything they want, so. Do you have anything for us, or you wanna wait and do next meeting?
There's no real sense in waiting. I mean, there's always something new to report as far as ACTI is concerned. We've moved along with approving the land purchase, which I'm sure, you all remember we talked about this before, but there's also been a lot in the news. So, I just want to say that I'm really proud of my colleagues at Fairfield for listening when the superintendent is giving them good information and updates about what's going on. And, Mr. Wilt has been involved in so much of that, giving us accurate projections for what this could cost the district. And just to remind you all, we don't actually have a bottom line. We know what the land costs, and that's, step one, but we don't have a bottom line yet. We have a range in terms of what this project could cost, and that's different for every district. And that number is not going to be the same across the board. So I'm really proud of you guys for asking the right questions when Tom comes to us to talk to us about ACTI, and just to ask that when you do read things in the media, don't let that derail our progress as a team. We have done all the right things in terms of asking the right questions and preparing properly and putting money away and doing what's right for kids. Because bottom line, our economy in Adams County and our students need, CTE. So we'll see where that goes, but we're hoping that step one in the process of the land purchase really gets us rolling in the right direction. And that is all.
Yeah, I'd like to also second the kudos to our board for doing what they're doing, and the administration for putting us fiscally in the right spot to go after this project and not have to try to him and haul and get around sideways to make money up that the district needs out of projects that need to be done. So thank you for getting us in a good spot where we're comfortable doing this project and not having to take shortcuts.
I will say it's an election year locally here, midterms. And there's already been some misinformation on this project in the newspaper. Hopefully that'll be rectified over time. But if anyone has questions, ask.
Yeah, just come to us. So
Yeah.
everything that we are permitted to speak about in public, we have.
Yep.
Our meetings are open to the public, so you guys, elected officials, any community members, they're always welcome to attend the JOC meetings. But if there are any other questions, you know, Ted and I are always here to.
Are we allowed to say how many properties that were actually looked at
I
and
think,
their feasibility studies done for? And
I think we
Yeah.
could,
Okay,
say that much.
Yeah.
I
So these-
mean,
these-
from beginning to end, it was a years-long process, so
Yeah.
probably upwards of 20 different properties.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of the information coming out right now is, I wouldn't say it's information, but some of the commentary that's coming out right now is inaccurate and implies that we didn't do our due diligence when looking at properties all around the county. And I just want everybody to know that we
That's-
certainly did, and we
that's
know what our
really
needs are
false.
for the kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not an arbitrary decision. There are advisory council folks that we talked to, employers within the county. There was a lot of feedback from folks outside of the school boards. So we know what the kids need, we know what the industry needs. And that's what we're trying to meet.
Yeah, there's more than just school districts that are stakeholders. So I've met a lot of different people from different businesses, Chamber of Commerce in Adams County. So yeah, there's people are doing their due diligence. This is a years-long process. I came into it, 2 years ago now? And it's a lot. So the informational assembly that was back in October was really the public's best opportunity to get as much information as they could. So, but you know, it's up to all of us to try to give people information. So, but if you have questions, just come and ask. And, yeah, you can point them in our direction as well if you have any questions. But yeah, I'm really appreciative of the board's support of ACTI. It's important, especially for the area. Just kind of looking ahead as well. We're not thinking 5 years from now, we're thinking 30 years from now. What could Adams County, it's not gonna be like Frederick County, but where will Adams County be in 30 years? Where will our community be in 30 years? So that's what I think about at least. So
We have a meeting on the 26th,
Yeah.
so I'll have another update at the next meeting.
Okay. Next board meeting will be September 8th. For a study session at 6 o'clock in the district boardroom. Also, the district received a donation of $1,000 from the Lions Club to purchase the AED to be placed near the practice fields behind the elementary school. So we want to thank them very much for that. And with that, we'll need a motion to adjourn.
we did have a community member that brought that up. I believe that was Sean Jones. So thank you, Sean, for coming in and advocating about it. And now it's done. That's how it should be. So I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Thank you. Motion and seconded.